under my real name, Sam Lassner, around like January or February of 2012. That was just like whatever, nothing really happened with it. And then I got sort of really down towards the middle of my sophomore year of school, that it wasn't going anywhere, and that everyone that had liked my page on Facebook was like a friend of mine, and I didn't feel like it was any like organic traction because of my music. I thought it was just like my friends sort of listening and trying to support. So I decided that I wanted to switch to a name that wasn't immediately recognizable as me. Eventually I would like let people know that it was me, but make sure that all my fans were coming from music. So I really was like focusing really heavy on that, and I thought everything was going great. You know, I got a couple thousand plays on my tracks. I thought I was hot shit, and then you know, I met up with another producer that summer, because I thought, you know, oh, now I'm gonna collab with all these big guys, you know, it's gonna be great, I'm gonna do Skrillex, like everything's gonna be great. Then I sort of fell into making a lot of like trap and twerk music, because I felt that I was getting like, you know, anywhere from like 5,000 to 15,000 plays, and I was comfortably growing my fan base a few hundred likes a week or whatever it was, and I thought that was eventually, like, if I kept doing that and kept trying to get like DJ support, you know, the nut would crack. So I saw that Blau put up the acapella for his track that did really well, How You Love Me. And I was like, oh, perfect. It's a song, like I can apply the style that I want to pursue to that. And you know, if people like it, I'll know that, you know, I'm sort of in the right direction. And that was like my first track that really started going really well and really strongly. You know, it opened the door to a lot of conversations early on with some management agencies, and like a couple of labels reached out for remixes and stuff, and it was really cool. But I decided to like lock myself in the studio for the whole summer and, you know, just bang out track after track after track. Whether I was gonna put it out or save it, I wanted to have that focus. But then I put out, then 2 weeks later, I was in my friend's kitchen, who was a blogger, and I was like, man, I need to follow like that Blau remix up with something. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I have this EP, but I think it's too early now. And he was like, oh man, do you know this song, like My Love by Route 94? I was like, no, I don't. So he played it for me. I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like, I could totally flip it. Like, there's a couple piano breaks I could chop up, and then like add my own synths. And I did it, and I promoted it out to the same people I did for the Blau remix. And one of my friends that I sent it to was like, hey man, like, do you mind if I send it to a friend of mine? And I was like, sure, just like make sure your friend doesn't post it before I release it. He's like, I don't think you have to worry about this friend. I was like, whatever, I don't know what that means, but it's fine. Like 2 days later, I get an email. It turns out his friend was like the VP of A&R at Island, the guy who originally licensed the Route 94 track for the US. I was like, hey man, like, what would it take for us to put this remix out? So it ended up getting signed to Island, and then being released later in the summer. And I was like talking to some people at the time. I was like, what should I remix? I need a song that's gonna be big. I can't like have it flop after that one, you know, what I thought was like incredibly successful track. And they're like, oh, well, you know, Sam Smith's kind of hot right now. Why don't you like take a stab at Stay With Me? I was like, oh yeah, the instrumentation is like kind of minimal. I could, you know, isolate the vocal and do my own track to it. I did like 5 different versions of that track before I came up with the one that I like ended up putting out. And then finally, when I finished that last version, I sent it to my friend who was like critiquing everything all the way through. He was like, yo, yes, you gotta drop this. And then like we put it out, and like it just went crazy. It was like #1 SoundCloud, Hype Machine. It was absolutely absurd. Just, I never expected anything like that. And then, you know, the wheels started really turning with the management and labels and everything like that. But, you know, everything is a give and take, and I'm still learning. I mean, I just kind of want to keep doing what I'm doing, but hopefully, God willing, on a much larger scale. Everything is sort of up to chance, and whatever you can influence or take control of, I think, at least for me, I definitely try to, because it gets dark at times, but you just have to remember that it's all hopefully for the good, you know?